I wanted to get this garden video out this week because I started my seedlings for fall and I wanted it to be on time. So next week I will give you an update on how the farm has been doing and how everybody is. So stay tuned for that next Sunday. The garden's gonna look a little different than it normally does. And we've had this stuff called rain. All y'all are gonna know that we've gotten quite a bit of flash flooding in Texas, especially west of us. We've been avoiding a lot of that flash flooding, but we've had like little bits of rain. Normally we're in a drought. There was a guy sitting outside of Berkshire's that told me that Jesus can work miracles and we could have rain in August, that's mind-blowing because I don't remember an August with rain. I'm not gonna do a whole tour, but you'll notice a lot of my tomatoes are gone. All of my squash is gone except for the trumpetino. This area, the in-ground portion, is looking quite a bit different. I planted those ice cream bananas in the ground because they do get stunted in buckets like I had them. I knew that the whole time, I just didn't want to allow more space for bananas, but it provides a lot of shade. The sheep eat it from the other side of the pen, so why not? It's just so strange having rain, and we haven't been to 95 degrees yet. I shouldn't have said that out loud. We're gonna get to it eventually. People love to remind me that just wait till July and August. I've lived here my entire life, so I kind of know that those 2 months are miserable. Which brings me to another thing. I was watching Three Rivers Homestead last night, and she said the words, "when it cools down in August." I honestly did not know that any part of the US cooled down in August. That August is our worst month. And when we get relief in September, it usually just means we come out of the hundreds. We're at 99 degrees, but we're not at 100 anymore. Anyway, I'm reworking the in-ground portion. Every time we had overcast days, I've used that time to do some kind of gardening project. In this area, of course, I had my corn here. I have this metal edging, and I chose it pretty tall so that it would keep in any amended soils, or when I till and it just gets fluffier. When I'm not using it, I can cover it with the weed fabric. I can just use this in-ground portion and be able to till it and be able to mulch it, and it won't hold on to water. The artichokes, they got way too much water, and this, like I said, the weed fabric keeps the water. So they've kind of come back, but they were big and beautiful. I actually think I'm gonna put them in raised beds. Also back here, while I'm over here, raspberries do not do good in Texas. I think I'm gonna rip those up. There's a couple of vines that look good, but they just always suffer. I also reworked the drip here to go along the back side of the bananas and the berries, so those are run on that side. And then in front of it, in front of the landscape timbers, I have another piece with a shut-off valve, because if I'm not using this area, obviously I don't need to water it. After I've worked all this soil, I can run drip tape from that section there. The kittens have been helping me the whole time. I don't know where Mowgli went. He got stung on the eyelid yesterday, so we had to take care of that. You little turds. Come here. I guess it's fun. Okay. Don't mess up my plants. In my area in Texas, in my garden, even if the tomatoes look good, even if they still have blooms on them, once it hits 80 degrees at nighttime, or the relative feels like 80 degrees at nighttime, These tomatoes will not produce anymore. If you think about it, I've had these plants alive since mid-January. So they've done their job, especially these San Marzanos. They win for this year. They've survived the excessive rainfall in the spring and then the humidity and heat of the summer. I've gotten so many tomatoes, like so many that I'm tired of it, and I'm ripping stuff out like with green tomatoes on it, but I've got enough. I've also been using rabbit manure to put down here. It has a lot of hay in it, but we don't have to worry about alfalfa growing here because it don't. I'm gonna put compost, probably 2 bags a piece for this next season, just to amend it a little bit more and to bring up the soil level. It's expensive to fill these up all the way, so that's why I didn't. And then every season you're gonna get more and more compaction, or it slides out from underneath. You just gotta keep amending, but that's good. You don't need super old stuff down there, so it keeps up with compaction. She's having the greatest time today. Okay, so I'm gonna maybe rip up the weed fabric here just so that this can reseed itself. I do have quite a few seedlings from the Cosmos that seed themselves. I had a ton and the rabbits came through and ate them all. There's that Roselle, it's huge now. I'd like it to be able to seed itself and then just have surprise flowers, you know, making themselves productive. But I don't know if I want to weed it all the time. The kittens are loving the garden. They love to be out here, right, Bagheera? Tromboncino's still going real good. Green beans, I'm working on taking these off of the trellis. Everything's doing pretty good because it's getting so much rain. I do have this on drip, on automatic drip still. Trimmed up the mulberry. Now, one of the saving graces in this time of year is starting things for fall, because I can start thinking about fall. I'm always thinking about fall, unless it's winter time. Just wanted to show you this before I take you over to my inside garden. Our first average frost is October 15th-ish, depending on what you look at. According to a seedling book that I bought that's Texas specific from Texas A&M University, we can start planting out September 15th. I've done that the past 2 years and it's worked out really great for me. In past falls, if I tried to go any later than that, we really could get a frost. Now, we've gotten a frost the first week of October before, but most of the time it is not under 60 degrees ever. I'm hoping that we're under 80 in October. Might be a little much to ask for. Early October, we can still be in the 90s. So as far as heat mats for the seedlings, I only use that until they reach germination. But for these seedlings, I may toot it back up because I need to start getting them hardened off for outside. Mid-September in Texas is not chilly at all. Not even at night. This is funny. Got this from a small business on Amazon. It was wrapped in 2 squares of toilet paper and like hand addressed, and it just says the name and thanks. I have this Texas Super Sweet onion seeds. I also have the Grenex yellow. I've had better germination with those, so that's why I keep those. Because I've had such trouble with germination and onions, I'm gonna go with this. I had to order this online, so I'm sure I paid way too much. This is what Laura uses on Garden Answer, and she never has any problems. Hopefully I'll have better luck with this. Okay, so now it's moistened. It'll hold together, but there's no water coming from it. So that's when you know you had enough water in there. And that is just so you won't dislodge any seeds. It's also just easier to pack it in your seed trays. These seeds need to be 1/4 inch deep. They do not need light to germinate, so I'm gonna go 1/4 inch shy. And I'm not gonna fill it up all the way to the top, that way I can water it easier. I'm gonna do the Texas Super Sweet in at least 2 rows, I think. But again, you want to be pretty thick when you do this. I'm trying to show y'all without my hand being in the way. I'm gonna go ahead and put these in before I put the top of the soil on, just so I don't spin it on accident. Okay. Hello, Walker. We're just gonna kind of sprinkle it just like that. Okay, and now we're gonna pat it down. And then we're gonna water it. And when I fertilize, I'm gonna do a heavy phosphorus fertilizer, because that's what helps with root growth. And then later on you want to switch to higher nitrogen for a good even balance of fertilizer, but onions are heavy feeders. All right, I'm gonna put the humidity dome on, and then I'll show you in here where I put it onto. So for right now, it does not need light to germinate, so I won't make that turn on yet. I'm probably gonna get too excited about the other plants and start those seedlings. So for now, those are just gonna chill in there, and there we go. Okay, this was started on the 10th, and it is now the 17th. I did jump the gun only by 2 days and planted the rest of everything out. I've got some yarrow. So this is actually a flower, but I'm hoping it has enough time. I think it will. Those are cabbage over here. This is some celery. I doubt I'll get anything out of that. I never have good luck with celery, but I can't stop trying. Swiss chard. Oh, I've got some pansies and Johnny Jump Ups over there. Violas Johnny Jump Ups down there, but they haven't germinated yet. Up here, I've got marathon broccoli, Waltham broccoli, destiny broccoli. Some of these have started germinating, but not all of them. I've got cauliflower back there, purple cauliflower back there, Copenhagen cabbage. This will be cool because they're huge heads of cabbage. Chinese celery. This is my first time trying that one. I got that idea from Jera's garden in Florida. I had tatsoi, which is also from Jera's garden. It's supposed to be like a spinach substitute, so we could have earlier spinach, because most of the time the spinach will germinate outdoors but won't really do a lot until spring, so it'll be nice to have something a little more heat tolerant. More Swiss chard, marathon broccoli. I think I already said that, but yeah, I'm having super good germination with this potting mix or seed starting mix. So I would suggest it. It might be $20 for a small bag, but you know what? This is what I was using before. It's a teeny tiny bag, and this is like $7 or $8. So I think it's totally worth it for that Espoma seed starting mix, even if you have to order it. I will see y'all later. If you like this video, feel free to subscribe. I upload some Wednesdays and all Sundays, and you can keep watching us grow our farm. Have a good one.